going to time it anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Don't get too bogged down in embedded support.
No.
Remember, there'll be much more about it in other places.
The staff bit.
You don't have to explain everything.
So look at the camera just before you're going to start. Nice, relaxed. Go for it. This is the first image people are going to see. And then when you just wind down the last intonation, then once you finish your last word, just keep looking at the lens, which might seem a bit odd, but it'll be fine. Whenever you're ready.
Study-wise offers two main. What was it?
Has
Two main
components.
Study-wise has two main components.
First of all, drop-ins. Do you think?
Okay.
Or the academic skills project, if you prefer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Study-wise has two main components. First of all, we offer drop-in support sessions to students, which are booked on a one-by-one basis and run every day for 20 to 30 minutes, where a student can come along, book a time to see a tutor and speak to them about any study issues that they've got regarding their writing, their language, assessment issues, etc. Secondly, we work with course teams to deliver what's called embedded subject-specific academic support, where we have 3 course liaison members of staff in KIPAS who work closely with course teams and help devise and develop new materials to develop academic skills within the teaching modules.
That's quite good. That's 50 seconds, so it's getting to
It's a bit wordy still.
the length
But
it needs to be. It could be a
was,
tiny bit shorter.
That's fine, yeah.
That was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We can maybe, yeah.
Shall I try it again? It was a bit wordy.
The second goes off, isn't it? We've tried it.
It doesn't matter.
Can't you turn it off? Oh shit. Can't you turn it off behind the thingy?
No, we tried it at the same time.
Do you want to just see if the buzzing's really bad?
Try
Then
and...
wait, Chris, is there a way we can listen back to that one?
Yeah, just listen how bad the buzzing is.
Okay, then let me take that and listen, because you're going to...
Alright. How bad it is.
Well, you can listen
And also
there.
see where we
Listen
can...
there without doing anything else, yeah. That's about anything else you can hear it. Okay? So, camera, go for it.
Study-wise academic support has 2 main strands. The first being... Start again.
You were speaking
It
about
was the
strands.
pause for strands.
I know. Strands isn't the right word. Come on, think of the best word.
Alright, wait. Study-wise.
Has 2 main... Study-wise academic support has 2 main...
Okay, study-wise approaches academic support in 2 ways.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
Then I'm off.
Study-wise approaches academic support in 2 ways.
Yeah.
First of all, drop-in.
Okay, got it.
Study-wise... oh shit. Oh shit.
It's not easy being a newsreader.
What a shit job, I couldn't do it. Study-wise has 2 main... Study-wise...
approaches academic support.
No, in 2 main ways.
Approaches, study-wise approaches.
Study-wise approaches academic support in 2 main ways. The first is student drop-in sessions, where students can come along on a first-come and first-served basis. They book a slot with a tutor in KIPAS for 20 or 30 minutes, and in that slot they can discuss any study queries they have about their writing, any language issues, or any assessment problems they're having. The second approach is through embedded academic support, which is delivered through teaching modules. We have 3 liaison staff, 1 for each school in the faculty, and they can help course teams plan and deliver new materials to help develop academic skill support through the modules.
That's good. Can we go again?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's the same again, but just because you've done it once, it'll be better.
Study-wise...
Approaches.
Study-wise approaches academic support in two main ways. Okay. StudyWise approaches academic support in two main ways. First of all, we offer drop-in support sessions for students. They run every day and students come along on a first-come, first-served basis, and they book a slot of 20 to 30 minutes to see a tutor from KaiPass. In that tutorial, they can speak about any support issues they might want. It could be around their writing, their language, or any assessment issues they have. Secondly, we offer a support for course teams to help them deliver embedded support within teaching modules. We have 3 course liaison, school liaison staff within the faculty. That's wrong.
Oh, it's a shame. The first part was brilliant. Mm-hmm.
We'll keep the first part. I'll just do the second part again.
Can we do that?
Go for it. It won't look great. Do the second part again.
The second part, the second approach is through embedded support, where we work with course teams to develop materials and embed those within the teaching modules. In KaiPass, there are 3 school liaison staff, 1 for each school in the faculty, and course teams can contact these staff members, and they arrange to, oh fuck.
It was going well.
It was going well, but it's too much information.
Yeah,
I think
no.
like that,
So what am I just saying at the end? There's 3 staff in each school, and
they work with academic staff to
develop and that's it.
That's it, yeah, I think that's it.
And they'll set up meetings.
No, exactly.
And they work with the KaiPass staff
They
to
work closely with the class.
develop and deliver academic support within the module.
Okay.
Within the module.
So do I do just the second part again?
I'd like you to do all of it,
Okay.
because I think we was on a roll after you'd done that first bit. It's only because of one word
Okay.
clicked out, but you was, because of the pace was really good. And
Okay.
I think you get that from doing it from the other.
All right then. So I'll do the whole thing. StudyWise.
It's the hardest part. Isn't it?
What is it? What's that first sentence? StudyWise
StudyWise
approach.
academic support
Approaches.
in 2 main ways.
Ah,
So it's using approaches as a verb.
okay.
That's the bit.
That's doing my head in.
StudyWise approaches academic support in 2 ways.
All right. Am I ready to go?
No, yeah. We're thinking about it now, aren't we? Go for it.
StudyWise approaches academic support in 2 main ways. First of all, we offer drop-in sessions for students. They run every day, and students come along on a first-come, first-served basis and book a slot to see a tutor for 20 to 30 minutes. In those tutorials, they can talk about any study issues they have, their writing, their language skills, or any assessment issues they have. Secondly, KaiPass staff work closely with course teams, and they help deliver specific embedded support within the teaching modules. We have 3 members of staff who are school liaison staff members, so course teams can contact them, and together they work and develop new materials to help academic support in each module. Almost. Not quite.
I thought that was it. My end, that was the best.
Yeah.
In each module.
55 seconds.
Is that all right for you?
It's all right.
One more time. I don't know how. It's the embedded support. I waffle on a bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of, you just said, I know I'm being picky, but you said
In each module,
staff
members.
Work with members of staff.
I know.
Like that, which is a bit
With
too-
course teams, yeah.
Our KaiPass team works with.
Yeah.
So let me just practice it. Secondly, we. It's the first sentence. I've just gone again.
StudyWise approaches academic support in 2 main ways. First of all.
Oh shit. Okay, StudyWise approaches academic support on the hair. Okay. StudyWise approaches academic support in 2 main ways. First of all, we offer drop-in sessions for students every day. students turn up and book us. Fucking hell.
I just thought, would it be easier if you do the embedded support bit first?
Well,
That's
it's
it,
up
you
to
can work
Mr.
you on a
Editing.
roll.
Yeah.
So if you say first of all, and then talk about embedded support, because the drop-in support's easier because you've done it right a few times.
Okay, yeah,
Do
maybe.
you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I was just content-wise, I think the order we've had it's probably better though, isn't it? Don't you think?
Because that's the more typical one, is the drop-in stuff.
Yeah. And then you hammer in.
Whereas the different one is the
And it's
embedded.
the more sophisticated approach. isn't it?
Yeah.
Working with it, and that's sort of normally more.
The embedded one.
Yeah. You normally anchor with that.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're okay.
We'll try
Yeah.
it.
StudyWise approaches academic support in two main ways. First of all, we offer drop-in sessions. What are you doing?
Police.
Oh, fuck.
They come for us.
You'll put that on just, yeah, there you go. Isn't that, yeah. It's a,
I wondered what you were doing there. I hadn't even clocked it. I was concentrating so hard.
we come to a restaurant. Copy that. Yeah.
I was really in that one.
Okay. Hang on.
They're easier.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
StudyWise offers support. Oh, fuck. Stop.
StudyWise approaches.
StudyWise approaches support in two main ways. Okay. StudyWise approaches academic support in two main ways. First of all, we run drop-in sessions for students where students come along and book a slot with a tutor on a first-come, first-served basis. They're 20 to 30 minutes long, and students can talk to a tutor from KIPAS about any study issue they have. It could be writing skills, language skills, or any assessment issues they're having. Secondly, we work with course teams to develop and integrate academic skills and embed them within each academic module. We have 3 members of staff who are liaison members.
Can't we finish where you said that last bit?
Well, I don't know, he wants the school liaison bit in there.
Okay.
So you could include that in the previous bit somehow, couldn't you? So you said we have 3.
Because if the
no,
project
each.
gets pulled, yeah, we will. Secondly, we offer embedded academic support within the modules. KIPAS has 3 staff members who are liaison for each school in the faculty. Course teams and these... No, what am I doing?
I'm going to ask you
As soon as Secondly, we offer... No. Secondly, we work... Secondly...
okay.
Secondly... I haven't got it.
We work with.
Secondly, we work with course teams
Yeah.
to devise specific academic support, which is then embedded into the modules in each school.
To devise subject or to develop subject specific.
We need to get that in there,
support.
don't we?
To develop. So secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject specific support or academic support, which is embedded into their modules.
That's
Finish.
it. I think we
Finish.
remember
Okay.
that.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
Well,
You'd
it's
think,
not,
wouldn't
it's
you?
not easy. It's not easy.
No, hang on. Support. So secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject specific academic support, which is embedded into their modules.
Okay.
Whose modules? Which is embedded into the modules.
Secondly, we offer... No, we don't
We work
offer...
with-
Nice deep breath.
Secondly, we work with course teams to develop and devise academic, subject-specific academic support, which is then embedded in the teaching of the modules with the help of the KIPAS team and the course teams.
Well, that was good. The beginning bit was good, I think.
Yeah, really good.
So it's just then what are you going to say after that?
Nothing. I think it's best option. So we've got a good first one. So we just need to get this one right, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Secondly,
Right, no, if you just say develop, so look.
develop.
Secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject-specific academic support which is embedded into modules. Each school in the faculty has a liaison in KIPAS who helps them to devise the programme of support, or something like that. And that's it, that's not much.
No.
I just want to read that.
That's
I just
15
want to read that a
seconds.
few times. Don't move, but just want to read that a few times.
If he says it a few times.
Say it a few times. Is there a red light?
No.
Oh.
She's not been able to see a red light since the beginning.
Oh,
there's
there.
a red light on there's tiny.
Secondly,
That's it.
keep wanting to say. I keep wanting to say we offer.
Don't say
I'm
offer, get that out. There are no special offers, there's nothing going on.
Secondly,
We work with course
we
teams
work with course
to
teams.
develop subject-specific academic support, which is embedded in the modules.
Secondly, we work with course teams to deliver. Ah, shit.
I want to write it out again legally, then give it to you, then you look at it and read it, and then do it. What do
Okay.
you reckon?
No.
I think if you read it, it'll
Have you got a piece of paper?
Okay.
What's on this one?
Secondly, we work.
That's right there.
Okay. Secondly, I can't have that there. I'll just look at it. Secondly, we work with course teams to help deliver subject-specific academic support within the modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to plan, to devise a support programme for their course.
Nearly there.
Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a support program. For their
Remember, the
course.
first one's develop and second is devise.
Yes. Okay. Secondly, we work with course teams. My hair's getting on my nerves now. Secondly, we work with course teams to help develop subject-specific academic support which is delivered within the modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a special programme of study for... No!
You know what? It's because you use these words all the time. In
Oh,
You
no!
have to get delivery, man. You just can't. Deliver.
Offering, delivering, shitbags. Okay. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a support programme for their course. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a support programme for their course.
Yeah, but that's not all of it. The second bit, is it?
That's half of it.
That's half of it.
Yeah,
We do need to have.
can't you edit? The first bit was alright of the last one.
I think you need to do all that bit.
Oh, fuck
Just do it together. Just the two sentences. Okay.
Just the two sentences. They're very long. Okay. We'll try harder. I'm getting really fed up of this one now. Starting to make me nervous about doing the others. Okay. Secondly, we work with course teams to... Oh, fuck's sake. I don't think I can do it again.
No.
No, I think I've had it with that. Fed up of it now.
Well, I'll put it on record. So the first one you can just read.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
look at it and read, and then the second time see what happens.
Secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject-specific academic support, which is embedded into modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a support programme for their course. And now without the stupid face.
Okay.
Right. Secondly, we work with...
Look at the text.
All right. If I look at the text, does it look like I'm reading it?
It's not bad.
Okay.
If you read it reasonably well and a bit of fun, you might get away
Okay.
with it.
Okay. Secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject-specific academic support which is embedded into modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they will liaise with to devise a support programme for their course. That was it.
Did that look okay?
I was looking up and down a bit.
A little bit up and down, but can we do it a couple more times? I know you're fed up with it, but it was really relaxing, and I think you got used to reading it a bit, and
Okay.
it just. So think about what you
Okay,
did.
okay,
and
okay.
then-
Secondly, we work with course teams to...
Just read the text then. Don't look at
Okay.
the camera.
Secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject-specific academic support which is embedded into modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS who they liaise with to devise a support programme for their course.
Okay. Last time, for fun.
Secondly, we work with course teams to develop subject-specific academic support which is embedded into modules. Each school in the faculty has a member of staff in KIPAS they liaise with to devise a support programme for their course.
The third one was better, so the last one. wasn't it?
The last one wasn't so good. Oh, the last one.
The one before last was
Okay,
the one
so-
to use.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Good.
I'm ready to go whenever you like.
Okay. So in 7 months, we've seen over 600. We've had over 600 visits, not students. It's different.
One person.
In 7 months, we've had over 600 student visits to KIPAS for one-to-one drop-in support. The reasons that the students have come to see us are varied, and this information, this feedback from the students on the problems that they're having in their study is invaluable, because we've been able to feed that back into the embedded support we also do with the course teams. In a traditional setup in a university where the support is centralised, this invaluable feedback would have been lost. Regarding the embedded support, we've had some really good feedback from the course tutors we've been working closely with on the success of embedding the support in the modules. Some of the lecturers have commented how they have already changed their approach to teaching reading and writing skills in particular in other levels and in other modules. For the future, what we'd like to do is work with more course teams and new modules and develop embedded support for other modules on other levels too. And we'd really like to do some collaborative research on the area of embedded support, because this is a very under-researched area in the teaching and learning of higher education. I just fucked up the last line there.
That was about a minute.
Yeah.
That's good, I think.
There's three glitches.
Yeah, the last bit where I crossed my eyes.
But what you say
Despair.
is good. Do you think, is it too much? Or is it okay?
When you speed up and it sounds better because you really know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So when you're slowing down, it's a bit because you're trying to think of a word and there's something specific you need to say at that point.
Yeah.
It just doesn't jump in. But when you're natural, it works really well, and it picked up. Like you flopped up a bit once, and then you picked up and you knew what you were saying, so it counteracted that.
Yeah.
So there's a balance there that might work. Whether you feel like you want to do that one again.
I will do that. I will do it again, but there are like 3 parts to it.
Okay.
So I thought I really fluffed up the last bit, but
It's not too bad.
Maybe.
You sure you don't want that bigger one?
no, that's fine, because that's just enough.
Okay, cool.
put my feet on the ground. Over the 7 months that the project has been running so far, we've had over 600 student visits to our drop-in sessions. The reasons students have been coming to see us are really varied, and they have given us feedback on the problems that students are having and the difficulties they're encountering on their course. This information then has been fed back into the embedded support that we do with the course teams and is invaluable. In a traditional setup of academic support, this feedback from the students would actually be lost. Regarding the embedded support so far that we've done, we've worked closely with about 17 course teams, and we've had some fantastic feedback from course team leaders on how the embedded support has helped students and lecturers. Some of the lecturers have even commented to us how that has affected their teaching and how they've adapted their teaching, especially in reading and writing skills in other levels and in other modules as well. For the future, we'd really like to work with more course teams than we do already, and to embed support in other modules, in other levels. And we'd really like to do collaborative research on the success of embedded support, because this is a really under-researched area in teaching and learning in higher education.
There was one glitch there, but I think that's pretty damn good.
Get rid of it, get rid of it.
Oh. So you're going for it straight away? Wow, okay.
So in recent research, offering generic study skills support to students has largely been seen as ineffective, though many HE institutions still offer academic support from a large centralised unit as a bolt-on option. This unfortunately can also be seen as remedial by both students and lecturing staff. KIPAS instead took another approach, and over the last year we've transferred our English language and academic skills teaching expertise to offer subject-specific academic support embedded into several modules across a range of course areas. The subject-specific nature of academic skills development is really important because it deals with each course's own subject content and assessment requirements. The embedded nature of the support then treats all students equally, and because the skills development is then hidden in their modules, all students benefit and are mostly unaware it is being delivered. Of course, to do this, there does need to be some adaptation in the materials and the teaching of the content by the lecturers. This is where the collaborative nature of the team teaching and specific materials development helps foster new teaching practice and allows staff development to happen organically within course teams.
Well, it looks like he was reading that. It wouldn't come across good on the video.
Okay.
But the audio had a lot of buzzing and traffic of it.
Okay.
So, do you want to use? Actually,
I think that's going to be really hard to do it well as a video because it's quite.
So research has shown that generic academic support is generally ineffective, and although lots of HE institutions do have a centralised unit for delivering academic support, KIPAS has decided to take another approach. We've decided to, it's too complicated.
Before you disappear,
yeah.
We've finished, have we? Okay. How would you like not to? I'll put that piece of paper back up again.
Jeez, you're obsessed with that one, aren't you? Right, go on.
Yeah. That one again.
We're going to do one take. Okay. And this time.
Yeah.
You ready, guys?
So.
What was the first sentence?
Secondly, we work with course teams.
Not the secondly part. Sod the secondly. What's the first part?
I can't remember the first part.
What's the first part, Jim?
Study-wise, approaches, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not doing it all.
You don't want to do it all? So I thought you could do that front bit again and then go straight for that for the second bit. Because you're on a roll now, you know you can do it.
On a roll, not with this one. I've got it in my head.
I was just going to grab it because I thought he was feeling confident.
Study-wise.
This is your own personal nemesis.
No, if you don't want to do it, we'll
I'm not on that one. I really have got a block about it because it's changed so much from what I had anyway.